let's go. Yeah, this is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15%.
Previously on Candy Apple's next top model. We started out with 10 eligible models for Cycle2, and each was told to take a photo of some secret they had. Some secrets were darker than others. Some secrets impressed the judges. Some secrets should have been kept secrets. And Caitlin got first call out and won the challenge, proving just because you have more experience this cycle doesn't mean you're going to be on top. But in the end, the bottom two were Angie and Serena. Angie's photo wasn't very model-like, nor was Serena's. But in the end, it was Angie's creativity that stood the test of time over Serena. So, which one of the final 9 will be eliminated tonight? And what 8 will continue on in the hopes of becoming Candy Apple's next top model? Well, you better stay tuned. Hello there, models, viewers, and contestants. Welcome back to Candy Apple's next top model. Alright, so welcome to judging, and let's start with introducing your judges for this episode. So, there's our normal cast of characters. There's me, Ashton, your host. Hi! Then we have Alex from Brompton Cocktail. And then we have Jessie from Total Misfits. Anna from Mango Tango. Justin from Abduction Productions. And our special guest judge this week is Alex from Punk Kingdom. Punk Kingdom was the #1 site on MySpace for the longest time, and now that's moved over to Facebook. It's no different. Also, if you win the title of Candy Apple's Next Top Model, you get the chance to do a photo shoot and be the default photo for Punk Kingdom. You each had to do PSAs. You had to do an ad, like a video or a script as your challenge. And then you also had to take a photo as if it was our photo campaign for that ad, for that cause. The models got to choose their own thing because I wanted it to be something they were really passionate about. So Hunter, you had bullying, and this week your photo really stood out. It's, as everyone said, it was a big improvement from all your other photos. We really love the emotion and the passion, and your makeup was dead on. Alright, so next up we have Emily. Emily did suicide, which is something she took very personal, and she did a photo series of 3 photos. Let's see those. I'm sorry, I tried, I failed, and they tell about her personal story, which was also her PSA video. And so a lot of the judges really felt that, you know, the last 2 were more model-esque, and they liked the fact that you weren't cut off in the last 2. One of the judges really related to your photos, and another judge thinks that they should all be in one photo. Could have done like a clone, but I think they're a really powerful message, and they really show your model talent in your range. Alright, so next up we have Kayla Vanity. Kayla did bulimia. Let's look at that photo. As I said when you sent this in, I love this photo. I did a photo for bulimia a while back, not as a PSA, as a teen issue. I think it was one of the hardest photos I've ever had to do. So the fact that you did this photo in a record amount of time, and it looks that amazing, is beyond words to me. And next up, let's look at the other Kayla's photo. Kayla, your photo was a little late, but I knew it was going to be a little late, and you weren't feeling well, and you had a lot of issues, and I understand. But this photo confused a lot of us. One judge actually said it looks like it was for sexting, not smoking. So next time, you know, that photo, you could have had something like you were pushing away the cigarettes. Alright, so next up we have Amanda Marie. Amanda, let's look at your photo. Amanda had anorexia, and it's so funny because she asked me in advance if she could say, you know, fat isn't beautiful. And, you know, fat is. I'm fat. It's okay. But this photo is really powerful. It really tells a personal story, and I love it. Also, your PSA was really strong this week as well. Okay, alright, next up we have Heather. And Heather did self-harming. And Heather, your photo, I love that you did it in black and white. I think it really shows more emotion. Next time when you send in a photo, don't put a disclaimer that you think it sucks, because I didn't think it sucked. Alright, next up is Angie. Last week you were in the bottom 2, so let's see how you did this week. A lot of us enjoyed your photo, but we were a little confused by it, and we really didn't like the editing. We thought, you know, last week you got criticized and you were in the bottom 2 because your photo wasn't model-esque enough and your background was cluttered and, you know, all these unmodel-like things. And this week you didn't really wow us, but we feel the depression, we feel the, you know, so keep that in mind. Next up we have Amina. Amina, you had teenage pregnancy. Let's look at your photo. You sent me a series of photos, and then at the last minute you decided this was the photo you wanted. I feel that there were a lot of other photos that were a lot stronger than this one, but I think it's definitely better than last week. Let's look at Caitlin this week. Caitlin, you did abuse. We can definitely see the abuse in these photos, but a lot of the judges didn't understand why you didn't put words on it to kind of make it a PSA. I don't know if, you know, that was lost in translation somewhere. I definitely didn't say you had to do that, but a lot of them felt like they didn't understand the photo without it. But on that same note, you definitely had the best PSA video this week. So you're safe from being in the bottom 2. So congratulations. We're now going to deliberate, and when we come back from deliberation, and you will find out who will continue on in the hopes of becoming Candy Apple's next top model.
Yeah, dubstep.
Okay, so last week, while we're deliberating, I'm going to talk a little bit about this. Last week, you had a trivia question at the end of the video, and the trivia question was, which one of the judges lives a block away from a prison? And the answer was D, Jessie. And the only person to guess correctly was Laura. She was actually Cycle 1's winner. So congratulations, Laura. Alright, so here's this week's trivia question. What country is your judge, Anna from Wango Tango, going to over Christmas break? A, Asia, B, Japan, C, Australia, or D, New Zealand? Good luck, and the first person to guess right on the YouTube video is the winner, and will be mentioned in next week's video. Good luck! Welcome back. Now, let's do the call-out order. Best photo this week goes to Amanda Marie. Congratulations. Second best photo this week goes to Kayla Vanity. Congratulations, you're still in the running to become Candy Apple's next top model. Heather, Hunter, Emily, Amina, and Caitlin. That leaves my bottom 2 this week, Angie and Kayla. Angie, it's really sad to see you in the bottom 2 again this week. For the same reason as last week, an unmodelistic photo. You really used editing a lot in your photo that some of us don't think was needed. And you, Kayla, you had second best photo last week, and here you are in the bottom 2. I know you had a hard time getting your photo. I understand. But your photo was good. It just wasn't well thought out. And you had longer than the other models to figure that out, figure out what you wanted to do. So that's no excuse. So, who do we keep and who do we eliminate? Do we eliminate Angie, the girl who's had 2 semi-unmodelistic photos but's put some thought into it? Or do we eliminate Kayla, the girl whose photo obviously had longer and still didn't seem as thought out as everyone else? Sorry. Angie, we see a little more potential in you. Congratulations. And next week, you better deliver the most model-esque photo you've ever seen. Kayla, I'm sorry. You really tried, and I love your photos. But there was just a little more potential in Angie this week. I really hope you can come back in another cycle and prove me wrong for eliminating you. Good luck.
If you wanna play it like a game, well come on, let's play. 'Cause I'd rather waste my life pretending.
Congratulations, Final 8. Your assignment video will be sent to you very shortly, so keep an eye out. And to my viewers or future contestants, there is a pre-sign-up list on Candy Apple's Next Top Model on Facebook in the notes. It says, are you interested in being in Cycle 3? It's your pre-sign-up sheet. You sign up there, the second I post the application video, you'll be notified. Also be aware that I do not, unless you give me permission to, post anything about the NTM on your wall for others to see. And if I do, I make sure it's only visible to you and me. Also, on that same note, I only send assignments through videos, and I will never tag you in a note unless you give me permission to do so. Good luck!
No means of escape. Gonna break every rule or bend them all out of shape. It ain't a question of how, just a matter of when. You get the message that I'm trying to send. I'm under a spell, I'm in over my head, and you know I'm going all of the way to the end. To stand out above the crowd, even if I gotta shout out loud. So mine is the only face that you see. Gonna stand out so you notice me. If I could make you stop and take a look at me instead of just. There's nothing that I wouldn't do if it was getting you to notice. All I need is half a chance or second thought, a second glance of proof. I got whatever it takes. It's a piece of cake. To stand out above the crowd, even if I gotta shout out loud. To mine is the only face you see. Gonna stand out, hey, stand out, yeah, 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 yeah. Stand out. To mine is the only face you see. Gonna stand out till you notice me.